Hello children, welcome back to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Let's start with the chapter number 4, breathing and exercise. So our first topic is about the breathing. Why do we need to breathe? So here the question is, why do we need to breathe? Breathing is the mechanism that helps our body absorb oxygen and remove harmful carbon dioxide from it. So children, you must be knowing that breathing is the process in which our body absorbs oxygen and it removes the harmful carbon dioxide from it. Breathing involves two main processes, that is inhaling and exhaling. So breathing has the two main process, that is inhaling and exhaling. Now what is inhaling and exhaling? When we inhale, we breathe in air. So when we inhale, air goes inside our body and that is called inhaled air. And we exhale, we breathe out air, that is called exhaled air. So when we breathe out air, that is called exhaled air. Now we will learn about the difference between the two process, that is inhaled air and exhaled air. So the difference between the inhaled air and exhaled air is, first point, it is rich in oxygen. So inhaled air, it is rich in oxygen, and exhaled air, it is rich in carbon dioxide. So when we inhale air, oxygen goes inside our body, which is rich, and when we exhale air, carbon dioxide come out of our body. Next point is, it is less moist. So it is less moist, and exhaled air, it is more moist because it has more water vapor. Carbon dioxide, it carries more water vapor. Next point is, it is cooler. So oxygen is cooler in nature, while exhaled air, it is warmer in nature. So these are the three main points, or we can say difference between of inhaled air and exhaled air. Now breathing involves the following organs. So children, we will learn about the organs which are helpful for the breathing. First one is nose. The nose has two nostrils. So the nose has two nostrils. When we breathe, air enters the nostrils. So when we breathe, the air enters the nostrils. The hair inside the nostril traps the dust and other particles. So in the nostrils, we are having a small hair, and what they do, they stop the dust and other particles, thus preventing them from entering the lungs. So they stop the dust and other particles and they prevent them from entering the lungs. Now windpipe or trachea. These help carry air into the lungs through a pair of thin tubes called bronchi. So these help carry air into the lungs through a pair of thin tubes, that is called bronchi. Now third one is bronchi. These are two tubes that help air reach the two lungs. So bronchi, it helps the air to reach the lungs. Next one is lungs. These are the two spongy bags like organs where exchange of gases takes place. Oxygen gets absorbed and carbon dioxide is given out. Our lungs expand when we breathe in and contract when we breathe out. So what is the function of lungs? These are the two spongy bags like organs. They exchange the gases taken place. Now oxygen is absorbed in the lungs and carbon dioxide is thrown out of the body. So when we take in oxygen, the lungs expand, and when we breathe out carbon dioxide, it contracts. Oxygen absorbed into the lungs gets transported to different parts of the body through blood. So oxygen, it transport into the body through the blood. Blood rich in carbon dioxide is brought to the lungs. So blood rich in carbon dioxide, they brought through the lungs, which is then exhaled out of the nostrils. So blood brings out carbon dioxide into the lungs, and then it is been exhaled out from the nostrils. The diaphragm plays an important role in the breathing problems. So children, we are having the important role played by the diaphragm in our body, and when there is a breathing problem, the diaphragm plays an important role. It is a muscles under the lungs that controls breathing. Now what is the diaphragm? It is like a muscles which controls the breathing. When we breathe in, the diaphragm contracts. So when we breathe in air, the diaphragm contracts, thus pulling air inside the lungs. So the diaphragm pulls the air inside the lungs. Then the diaphragm expands and pushes the air out of the lungs and we breathe out. So when we breathe out, the diaphragm expands and it pushes the carbon dioxide out of our body. The act of breathing is part of the respiration process. So the act of breathing, we breathe in and out, that part is called respiration process. Respiration is the process by which the body uses oxygen absorbed during breathing to break down food into energy. So children, when we breathe in air, or we can say when we take oxygen in our body, the oxygen absorbed during breathing, and when the food which we eat, it break down the food and it convert that food into the energy. So children, here we have completed the first part of the chapter. We will continue it in the next video. Till then, take care.